Hello everyone, Monofa Collectibles here with yet another Hot Toys unboxing and review video. And today, finally, we'll take a look at Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars. Guys, it's been, what, 20 years since this was announced, and finally we have this figure in the channel for the unboxing and review. But before we start, if you are new to the channel and you want to check out the latest Hot Toys releases, posting videos, and live streams, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification icon so you don't miss anything. Alright guys, enough with the talking, let's start with the unboxing. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, and here we have the box, and as you can see we have Ahsoka in the front with this banner here at the bottom. This is the side, Ahsoka Tano. This is the back with all the crescent warning, small pieces, do not eat it. This is the other side with a nicer picture of Ahsoka here. Last but not least, we have the bottom, Star Wars, and of course the top, Star Wars. And as you can see guys, this is a shoebox style, so let me open this up and see what else we have inside. And here we have the insert art, and I really like this. And stay tuned for the poses, because I put 5 nice poses for you guys. Now let me take this out and see what else we have, and I can tell that we have a few accessories here and there. Now on the first tray, we have the lightsaber and of course a few hands. So let me show you that if I can open this thing. And this is the first tray, lightsabers here and there, and the hands and some pegs as well. And of course, brand new smell of a Hot Toy. So let me take the plastic here, and I really like this, guys, let me tell you that. So here we have Ahsoka, we have the hologram, we have the little thingy that you use to move the eyes up and down, the base, and that's basically it. Now let me take everything out and take a closer look at the accessories. And here we have all the accessories, and yes, I'm going to start with the base, and yes, I'm going to rant again because it is the same boring base, nothing new, but I guess it will do the job just fine. Lucasfilm at the bottom, name tag in the front, and that's it for this base. Yes, I'm not taking the plastic, I'm just gonna leave it there. Then we have this nice poncho here, and let me tell you, I kind of like the material. It is wired, as you can see. Maybe more weathering would have been nice, but I guess it is what it is. I'm happy with this design. So you can see we have wires in the front, and of course this little piece here that you can actually take it out, which is much easier if you ask me when you put this on Ahsoka's head. And that's basically it for the poncho. Now for the next one, we have the lightsabers and of course the lightsaber effects. And one is smaller, one is bigger. I don't know why. I haven't seen the Clone Wars. I know the character, of course, and that's basically it. Then we have these two lightsabers nicely painted, as you can see here, nicely done. Of course, one is smaller, the other one is bigger. I kind of like it. It's painted in silver, and then you have this little thingy here that you can put on Ahsoka's belt on the side. So overall, pretty good so far with the lightsabers. Then we have a bunch of holograms, and as you can see, we have here 3 of them. We have Yoda, we have, I believe it's Obi-Wan, and then we have Anakin. So I'm going to start with Yoda, and I think I have the wrong orientation. Then we have Anakin here, pretty much standard, right? Nothing crazy. And then last but not least, we have Anakin here. And that's it for the hologram effects, which it is a nice addition. If you ask me, it will not do anything, you know, anything crazy, but it is what it is. Then we have this little piece here that you can use for the hologram, and of course the detonator here, both nicely painted, as you can see. Then we have this little thingy right here that you can use to pretty much manipulate the eyes. So, you know, you will use it if you need it. And of course, last but not least, the hands. So I'm going to show you two. Nicely painted. Love this orange, and of course the paint application on the top and the inside of the hand. And that's basically it for the accessories. Alright guys, so now let's take a look at Ahsoka Tano herself. And let me tell you, first impression obviously is very positive. I like this character, I like this hair sculpt, and overall, beautiful. Let me get my tape and see how tall this figure actually is. And she is about almost 11 inches tall. Alright guys, so now let's take a closer look at the details on the hair sculpt, because let me tell you, there's a lot of things going on. You can see the portrait looking beautiful. Now this was sculpted in that orange color, so they just painted the lines, the white lines, that is. You can see the hair, love the design, and of course the ponytails is a bit pointy. Yes, it's a bit flexible, but you're gonna encounter some limitations. This is the side, love this detail here on the side, and of course the blue and the white. You can there's two pieces, so you can remove this and then get access to the pair system. This is the back, looking good as well. Love that the design and the paint application, especially on the blue side right there. This is the other side, this is the front, and of course the top of the hair sculpt. Now, as I said before, there's two pieces, so you need to remove this, and it is magnetic, so let me just remove it. And you can see she looks weird, but here we have this hair piece, and you have the magnet. You see the per system here in the back, and of course if you use that little thing that I showed you before, you can manipulate the eyes and pretty much do anything you want. And so it's handy if you ask me. So now let me just put this on. Let me see if I can align it, push it, and that's basically it. Alright guys, let's continue with the details here on this figure, because she has a lot to offer. Love the design on the hair sculpt, love the design on the suit. You can see the seamless arm right there, the gauntlet, nicely painted. Then we have this little piece right here, which looks good with some orange and silver color. The hands, I should show you as I showed you before. Oops, sorry, the hands is kind of weird. All right, let me fix this, and it looks good if you ask me. Love this gauntlet. Now the arm seems a bit weird, but don't worry, I'll show you later in the articulation. You can see the belt here, nicely painted, some weather in here, and this piece is plastic. This is the same thing, and now this part of the skirt is a bit soft. The pants are actually pretty good. This is material, this is actually fabric, so the articulation on this is going to be really good. Now you can see the boots, love the paint application on the shin guards, if that's the proper terminology for this character. This is the bottom of the feet, this is the back. You can see those straps here. Looks actually pretty good. Even though it's a solid piece, I can feel that you're gonna have really good articulation on the feet. Again, this is Ahsoka's booty. You can see underneath some you know, this is a plastic piece. This is the back, and of course the hair that I showed you earlier, and that's basically it. Now for the articulation, you can move the head up this much, down this much, and to the side this much, limited because of the hair. Now for the arm, seamless joints, you can lift it for about this much. You can lift it forward, maybe a bit more, for about this much. No swivel on the biceps, and that's unfortunate, but you can bend the elbow, and just be careful again, because it's seamless joints, you don't want to damage it. And of course, the classic peg articulation on the hand. Now for the torso, you have some swivel here and up crunch, so not bad. For the legs, you can do a split for about this much, some swivel on the thighs, you can lift the leg for about this much, and back for about this much. Actually pretty good. You can bend the knee, double joints, looking really good. And of course, last but not least, the articulation on the feet, which is actually pretty good as well. No complaints in this area. Alright guys, so now let's do some comparisons. And here we have the 501st Battalion, and as you can see, they look awesome together. If you have an army, it's gonna look sick with Ahsoka, let me tell you that. Now for the next one, I have to include one of my favorites in my collection, Captain Rex, and yes, they look sick together. And if you have multiples of this, by all means, you can do your setup, your display, and you'll be happy. And of course, last but not least, I have to include the master, Anakin Skywalker, and he is obviously taller than Ahsoka. Alright guys, enough with the comparison, let's do some poses. Alright guys, my final thoughts about this figure is actually very positive. Starting with the likeness, I think this is a really good representation of Ahsoka. Yes, it is not exactly the same as the Clone Wars version because that's an animated series, but let me tell you, Hot Toys did a fantastic job with this head sculpt. We got some concerns when we saw that instruction manual with the eyes and all that, but let me tell you, it is beautiful in person. I really like everything that this figure comes with. The suit looks nice, the amount of accessories is pretty decent for this particular character, and of course the articulation. I think you can do really nice poses with this figure. Just be careful when you bend the joints because, again, seamless joints tend to get damaged if you leave it in crazy poses over time. And because of that, my final score is 9 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also guys, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and Facebook group 6Scale Media for anything related One Scale figures, both links in the description below. And if you have some time, check out these two cool videos. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video.